right, Todd, what is going on in the
All right, Mike,
market?
thanks very much. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going over the Greater Phoenix market stats for the week ending today, March 14th, and the week prior. So let's get right into those numbers. 31 days closed on market, a 1.37. That's right, a 1.37. We are over a 1 month supply. Absorption rate is sitting at 73.12. 801,000 is our new average list price. Our average sale price for the last week was 562,000, and our list price to sale price retention is just over 101%. Taking a look at inventory, we're sitting down at 5554, down again just a little bit. And again, the reasoning is if you're taking a look at the what we are adding to the new listings, you'll see that it's just not that 2,400 number that we're always shooting for. Pending sitting at 4.3% increase at 5246, and closed units for the month a little too early still at 1703. 2132 is the magic number this past week for new listings. Again, when we're under that 2425 number, we're just not replacing the inventory, and that's the biggest problem. This under 500,000 sector of or price ranges is now staying relatively consistent, just at that 54, just under that 54% mark of the entire MLS. But again, days on market for the entire segment there at 39. You can slide your eyes right into that DOM section on each one and see 0 to 200,000 is at 53 days on market. 200 to 300,000 is at 39 days on market. And as you go up, you can see prices 400 to 500 at only 32 days. So the numbers on the right represent the average. Taking a look at the $500 to $1 million price range, you can see that average is 45 days. If you're looking for that sweet spot or that spot that's selling the most, it's that $500,000 to $600,000 market. And then, of course, over $1 million sitting at 100 days on market, finally creeping up a little bit out of the double digits into the triples, and we're sitting at 13.6. Hope that's not an omen for the temperature, but we'll just see what's going on. So middle of the column of the spreadsheet shows 2 years ago, the 2019 numbers, actually almost 3 years ago now. 2021 is the column just to the very left of that, and this is reporting the same week each year. So again, you get a chance to look at the retrospect of exactly what took place. So 2,308 is what we took this past week. That was up from a week ago at 1918. But if you slide your eyes a little further, 2021, we only took 1,896 listings. So 23 is a super huge number. Not only that, if you take a look at the under the 2019 numbers, you'll see it was 2,064. We took more listings this past week than we did in 2019, which was a banner year prior to the COVID. So that's a really good sign. So yes, I'm downplaying we need to have those strong numbers, but at the same token, it was a good number this past week in comparison to the year-over-year references. Taking a look at inventory is at 5675. Again, just a little creep in the marketplace, which was nice. We're looking at 720 properties incoming soon. 4,564 single-family detached, 51 new home construction units, and 57 is what the non-distressed inventory represents. Just a shout out to the distressed property family out there. This is, again, if you look at the numbers way to the left, that's the percentage of the entire MLS inventory those categories represent. We're less than 0.3% of 1%. So again, there is just no shadow inventory. Looking at pending or distressed inventory, looking at pending, 5,031 is the number of active pending units this past week. And again, these are point in time numbers, and we compare them against point in time the week before of 5,292. So a few properties have either canceled in escrow or have already gone to pending. Or closed, I should say, excuse me. But sliding our eyes to the right, we'll see 5831 this past year and 5440 3 years ago. So even, again, these numbers are pretty close, but it's in the red ticker box because it's just not high enough. Truthfully, we need more inventory, but we need more people right now in the marketplace. And I think it's probably because, people aren't listing their homes, Mike, because they're thinking about where am I going to go? I don't want to have to do that. So, of course, that's where our knock program comes in, which again allows people, and this is, all you have to say to people is, how would you like to find your new home, purchase it, qualify, purchase it, move into it, and then be able to sell your existing property. You have up to 6 months, and of course, nothing's taking that long. So the whole entire process, you don't have to worry about people trampling through your home, showing your home, all those type of convenience things. It's just the benefit straight out of being able to purchase a home as a non-contingent purchase and then be able to sell your home after. What a sweetheart deal. And it's 1.25% is the cost of the program, the fees, 125 basis points. But in that particular situation, there's no origination fee, which would have been 1% anyway. So the ultimate cost of that loan is only 0.25% to play the game. So I think that's really an important factor right now. And again, closing, if you don't have inventory to close, you can't close it. So, but the close is all closed, short sale, and distressed inventory is still right about that 0.3 of 1%. So just finishing up the numbers down here, we have a 0.7 month supply. Actually, it should be a 1.35 month supply, so that was an error there. 132% is what our inventory absorption was, which again is reflective of the incorrect number. So that should be, I don't know why that slide came up differently. But if you'd like the spreadsheet with the accurate numbers on it, I'll repost it on the closed Facebook groups for everybody today with the correct numbers on it. Okay, and then the average list price just over 800, like we talked about. Average sale price about 583, and finally taking a look at the list price to sale price retention numbers, 101.34. So again, it's just floating right in that area where it really needs to come down under that 100 number. And what this again represents is what was the difference in the list price and the purchase price or the sale price of the offer that was just accepted at the time it was accepted. So this is just really good to understand. This for decades has been about 97.8%, about a 2% negotiation. And so when you start seeing this over 100, especially in a market right now where everybody's pricing properties over comparable market value, they're really this is a pretty strong market, and the prices are continuing to go up. So that's what we're seeing right at this particular moment. If you can't get the listing first, then put them in the knock program and put them into their new house, and then list the property. So thanks everybody. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time today. Mike.
I appreciate it, Todd. As always, good stuff. And of course, those are the different and many ways that you can check out the numbers and everything and all the information that you find on our weekly webinar.